Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and this is your Photo News Fix. This fix is brought to you by Storyblocks, which has been an invaluable asset for us for well over 10 years at this point.
10 years!
I mean, where do you think we get all of those amazing PR photos from? We get them from Storyblocks. Yep, Storyblocks gives you unlimited access to royalty-free photos, videos, music, sound effects, vectors, motion backgrounds, and so much more for one subscription cost, which means you never pay per clip. On top of that, there's the Storyblocks plugin for Adobe Premiere Pro that allows you to search all of Storyblocks right from Premiere, and that is such a time saver. Oh yeah, for those DaVinci Resolve users, templates are now available in your Storyblocks library. We pretty much use something from Storyblocks in every single video that we make. In fact, in celebration of the new year, here's a clip of a woman running through a field in slow motion. You know, just because. Anyway, to sign up for Storyblocks or to learn more, head on over to storyblocks.com/fro. Hey, remember when I said last week? Anyway, next week is CES, so maybe we'll have some new cameras and lenses to talk about soon. I was mostly wrong. But nonetheless, the show must go on.
Do it live!
First up, Apple has finally announced when their Vision Pro headset will be available for pre-ordering. Quick! The 12 people who might be interested in ordering one of these, 12! Get ready to set your alarm for 5 a.m. Pacific time or 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
No, dumbass, your math was wrong. It's 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Duh.
On Friday, January 19th. Now, the headset will arrive in Apple stores on February 2nd, which, if my math is correct, is...
Ned?
Anyway, here's how Apple explains the Vision Pro, and I quote, "Vision Pro is a revolutionary spatial computer that transforms how people work, collaborate, connect, relive memories, and enjoy entertainment."
Right.
I guess that's one way of saying it's a VR headset. Now, with that being said, Apple never actually says VR headset anywhere. Look, I kind of already have FOMO about the product. From what we've all seen and heard from the people that used it many months ago, the display is beautiful and immersive. The ability to take 3D photos and videos doesn't move the needle for me at all, but the ability to work on virtual desktops, watch movies on what Apple says is a 100-foot screen, and obviously look super cool with one on, has me sold. And what I mean by sold is I hope I get a review unit to test out, then I'm all in. Because if I don't get a test unit, I might just go ahead and pre-order one for $3,499. You know.
That's a write-off.
And also, you guys want to know stuff. Oh, and by might, I really mean I'm going to. What I'm most interested in is seeing if I can edit photos in Lightroom, and since I don't see very well, maybe be able to make the screen as big as I want so that I can feel comfortable when doing work. Now here's what you can expect in the box if you drop $3,499 and can get one if it's not already sold out. You'll get the Apple Vision Pro headset with 256 gigs of internal storage, that's not really that much, solo knit band and dual loop band, a light seal, plus 2 light seal cushions, a cover for the front of the device, polishing cloth, battery, USB-C charging cable, and USB-C power adapter.
Forget something.
Oh, and if you wear glasses, there's Zeiss optical inserts that are $99 for readers and $149 for prescription. Now, in terms of battery life, from what I've read, you'll be able to squeeze out roughly 2.5 hours of 2D playback with the battery pack, which means even less if you go full on immersive. My main concerns with grabbing one of these is, will it mess my hair up? Will it be overly heavy on my head, thus messing my hair up? How many apps will be there at launch that are actually usable? If I want to Netflix and chill, will I have to do it alone? Since if I want to watch with someone else, they'll also have to have a headset and spend $3,500. And Jesus, how will we hit play at the same exact time?
I don't know.
Oh, and how soon until version 2 is announced at half the price?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to, buddy.
We all know there's plenty of Apple haters out there, but I'm really curious.
Curiosity killed the cat, you know.
Now I know I'm gonna be picking up one way or another. Will you be getting one? Let me know down below. Next up, not to be outdone by Apple, Sony has announced their very own mixed reality headset built for spatial content creators like me. Look at me, I'm a spatial content creator. Come and get ready with me as I get ready for my workout. Sony said that their headset is still in development, so there's not a ton of info to go on just yet. But what they did share is that it has two 4K OLED micro displays and that they designed the headset with comfort in mind and with the ability to flip the display up and out of the way. I mean, look how cool these two look in their Sony headsets. And by cool, I really mean, well, you know what I mean. Nerd! Now, the design certainly doesn't come anywhere close to Apple's headset. And there's no word on price as of now, but Sony says it will be available later this year. I hope Sony sends me one though. And finally, according to Digital Camera Info, a site I can't read until I hit the translate button, the R1 will be released before the R5 II, according to what they call a reliable source. The reliable source says the R1 release is getting closer and closer to an official announcement. They are saying that the R1 is described by insiders as the master of all, and is said to be built from entirely new parts without using any existing parts, which is usually what built from entirely new parts actually means. Continuing on, Canon will begin a large-scale marketing campaign for the EOS R1 this quarter and plans to ship it in the second quarter. Now, that's interesting.
Why?
Now, I find that interesting because if that's true, maybe I'll get my hands on an R1 sooner than I expected. But we might have to wait even longer for an R5 Mark II. Now, I have no idea if this rumor is true or not, but the Olympics are right around the corner, and maybe we'll start to see, at the very least, development announcements roll out, which will give us a little bit more info. And there you have it, Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.